Hey YouTube, today we're going to be talking about something that's really popular amongst firearm people, and we're going to be talking about the 22 long rifle and whether it's overrated or not. So before I get started, I'm going to let you know that these firearms I have here in front of us are not loaded, and as I pick them up I will show you they're not loaded and we're safe to make this video. So the discussion today is the 22 long rifle, and is it overrated? So the 22 long rifle is a small rimfire cartridge that was introduced by Stevens Firearms in 1887, and it's a very small, quiet rimfire cartridge, and it's got many uses amongst firearm people. Mainly, it's used in like target shooting, or you can hunt small game with it, and different stuff you can do with it. And a lot of people really overlook the 22 long rifle. And I got a couple examples here that I'm going to show you. We're going to talk about it. We're going to see if it's overrated. So we're going to start off with this Glock here. This is a Glock 44. It's chambered in 22 long rifle. And this is one of the things that the 22 long rifle can be used for. This is the exact same size gun as the ever popular, probably the most popular handgun in the world, the Glock 19 chambered 9mm, only this is a 22 version of it. So one of the things you can use this thing for is training. You can take somebody that is not as familiar with firearms and is a little gun shy, for lack of a better term, and you can take it to the range and let them shoot this thing. It doesn't make as much noise, and it has virtually no recoil to it. Now, the disadvantage of this gun is it's a little bit lighter because it has like a polymer frame on it right up here, and it almost feels like a toy, but it operates exactly the same as a 9mm Glock, or any Glock for that matter. It's just got a lot smaller barrel on it, as you can see. It's very small because the 22 caliber is a very small gun, but this can be used in training, and you can take it to the range and just plink with it, shoot with it, and it's very inexpensive to shoot. So if you really like to go to the range and you're on a budget, this would be a really good option to pick up, like a 22 Glock or any semi-automatic handgun. Now, what makes 22 cool is pretty much any firearm that they make today, they make it in 22. So you can buy 22s in SIGs, you can buy them in 1911s, you can buy them in Glocks. Anything that you want to have, they usually make a 22 in it, and 22 is just a great round to take to the range and inexpensively shoot. Now, one of the big things that people would like to use 22 long rifle for is target shooting. Target shooting is very fun to do, but it can be very expensive with these larger center fire rounds, especially with today's ammo prices. So people like to go with the 22 because it's probably the most inexpensive round that you can buy. It is the most popular ammunition in the world, bar none. They sell more 22 long rifle ammunition than any other type of ammunition, and anybody that's in the firearms usually has something that will shoot the 22 long rifle. So for target shooting, what I have here is what I use is a Ruger Mark 1. This is an older Ruger Mark 1, and this is specifically for target shooting. It's got adjustable target sights on it, and this gun is awesome. I'm telling you, this thing is very accurate. It's a big old bull barrel, 22, so it's very heavy. Has absolutely zero recoil to it. So if you want to go target shooting, you want to try out, see how accurate you can shoot, this is a really good option also to take to the range. Costs nothing, like I said, to shoot it. You can get it for 3 or 4 cents a round. So you can shoot all day long for basically pennies. Literally pennies. But target shooting is a very popular thing to do with 22 long rifle. And this is a very good example of a target gun. That's what this gun's for, is a target shooting gun. Very accurate. Now, you can also hunt small game if you're into like hunting rabbits or squirrels or stuff like that. And 22 long rifle is very effective within short ranges. You know, you got a small, 30 to 40 grain bullet, but it's moving at 1200 feet per second, and that is plenty efficient enough to take out a very small game. And what I have here is a 1980s, very old Ruger 1022, and it's got a little scope on it. This is from the 80s. It's got a little Simmons scope on it, and it works very well. This one happens to be in stainless. Now, this particular gun here is probably one of the most popular 22 long rifle firearms that's made, and the Ruger 1022 is so versatile that they make everything for this thing. The aftermarket support is out of this world. You can make this gun look like a Mini 14. You can put folding stocks on it. They even make a kit where you can make a Gatling gun out of it. You put 2 of them in there and make a Gatling gun out of it. You can make it kind of look like an AR. There's nothing the sky's the limit on what you can do to a Ruger 1022. Almost everybody owns one, and if you haven't owned one, almost everybody's fired one if you're into firearms. Now, the 22 long rifle is also offered in like ARs, and they make AR 22 long rifles for people that like to go shoot ARs and don't like to spend a lot of money on ammunition. They make an AK version of the 22 long rifle. Just no matter what it is, somebody makes it in 22. Handguns, the sky's the limit. They make 1911s, they make Glocks, they make all the polymer ones in 22. They make target guns. There's companies that like Bolt Corson and stuff that make these aftermarket barrels that you can really rack up some money in a 22 long rifle. You can do precision shooting with them. There's people that put like high-powered scopes on them and do the bipods and bench rest shoot with them. There is absolutely nothing you can't do with the 22. So when people say that a 22 is overrated, they're absolutely wrong. A 22 is also a deadly round, and do make no mistake about it, folks, it will hurt you. You can kill somebody with the 22, so you got to be careful. Like with all firearms, don't underestimate any firearm. But a 22, I can't say enough good things about them. There's just so much you can do with them. It's such a versatile round. The one disadvantage to them is when you get like these semi-automatic guns like this, you are going to have misfires every now and then. So it's not really a good round to use for like defense or carry or stuff like that, because the round doesn't have as much of a charge as like a large center fire, so it has to cycle a semi-automatic, and you do run into problems every now and then. This gun here is notoriously known to have problems with feeding and different ammunition and stuff like that. This particular one, I've never had any problems with it or anything, but I can see how it could be a problem if you really gonna run into bad ammunition. Another thing I was going to say about 22 is you buy it in bulk. When you buy 22, usually you buy bulk ammunition, buy them in like buckets or big boxes of ammunition. It's just bulk loaded ammunition, and a lot of the cartridges can be loaded a little bit different, so you'll have some of it a little bit stronger than the other ones, and that's where you start running into cycling problems in semi-automatic weapons. Now, I have a lever action gun. They also make lever action rifles. I mean, there's just absolutely nothing that they don't make in a 22. Bolt action rifles. When you get into lever action and bolt action rifles, you're not going to run into any real problems with feeding a 22 because it doesn't have to cycle the action. You manually do it yourself. But these semi-automatic ones, sometimes you can run into a little bit of problems, but that's part of the game, and people that are in the firearms understand that. But to say that a 22 long rifle is overrated is absolutely incorrect. It's not overrated. It's a great round to have. You can have a lot of fun for a very small amount of money spent. You can go to the range all day long and spend next to nothing. But anyway, folks, I want to go over a couple very common 22 long rifle weapons that I have and what they're used for. You know, a target pistol, training pistol, and hunting or / target rifle that I have right here. These are all very common guns. Majority of the people that are watching this video probably own one or all of these. But let me know what you think about the 22 long rifle cartridge, if you think it's overrated or not. I personally do not, but that's just my opinion. Thank you very much for watching my video today, and you folks have a great day.